All right, everybody, welcome to BO Boys for Sunday, December 7th. Fuck it, it's a raw feed. We're doing it live in studio. I'm Clayton.
Yeah, I'm Pat. Clayton, this is our regularly scheduled box office results episode. Of course, if you haven't already, go back and listen. Yesterday was an emergency episode, and we had the beeps and alarms in the background that showed the gravity of the situation. We talked about Netflix, Warner Brothers, that giant merger. So go into that episode, but it's results time. And my God, if this weekend, we talk about Netflix, are they going to put movies in movie theaters? Are they going to strangle the industry? But when you look at a weekend like this, record-breaking box office weekend, the biggest post-Thanksgiving weekend, a week after Thanksgiving weekend we've ever had.
And it's not even close.
Netflix, get your ass in gear. Put movies in movie theaters, wide release. Obviously, we want long windows, but
because the kids want to go.
The kids want to go, and we have the proof. We've got the numbers. This isn't just an emotional plea. This is facts, figures. People want to go to the movie. So, Clayton, could you give us a weekend after the week after Thanksgiving plow for Friday? What was this? December 5th? It's for Friday, December 5th.
Number 1, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 made $63 million in its first frame.
Wow.
Number 2, Zootopia 2 made $43 million, down 57%. No theater change. It's at $220.4 million in its second weekend. Number 3, Wicked for Good made $16.7 million, down 73%. It lost 130 theaters. It's at $296.9 million in its third weekend of release. Number 4, Jujutsu Kaisen Execution made $10.1 million in only 1,833 theaters in its first weekend. Number 5, Now You See Me, Now You Don't, made $3.5 million, down 49%. It lost 463 theaters. It's at $55.3 million in its fourth weekend of release. And let's go down to 6 here.
Okay.
Kill Bill, The Whole Bloody Affair, made $3.2 million in only 1,198 theaters. It's at $3.2 million in its first weekend of release, because I guess it's looked at as a new movie, not as box office for either of the Kill Bills.
Yes.
So that movie, and I thought that was going to sneak into 5. It got close. It was there up until we found out how much Jujutsu was going to make. And not bad for a movie that's only playing 2 times in a day, because it's almost 5 hours long.
Well, we did think it was going to get into number 5, or at least you did.
I did.
And I think some people thought it could have made more money. I mean, this is a famous brand. Kill Bill is a very famous IP. The Bride is a big IP.
It's a big Halloween costume, I guess.
Well, it definitely is, and that's kept that brand of The Bride alive, and not The Bride with an exclamation point that is coming out next year.
Now that I hope that's a popular Halloween costume, because I'm into that look.
Yeah, you are. That's sort
of my perfect woman is Jessie Buckley in The Bride.
Yeah, is
as that
Frankenstein's
character.
Wife.
Yes.
Yeah, your ideal thing would be to try and steal Frankenstein's wife away. That's
woo her away.
Woo her away. So,
because it's not property. They're not property.
Right. But Kill Bill is a
property.
An IP. It's an intellectual property. But this Kill Bill Bloody Affair movie, it's got new scenes, recut, all new stuff. The super fans, you thought maybe this blows up and gets 10 million. That didn't happen. Do we think at all that Quentin Tarantino, he went on some podcasts, he went on some Patreon exclusive podcasts.
He went on one podcast.
But that podcast, that Patreon exclusive podcast episode, it got a lot of news.
Blew up.
He said Paul Dano was the weakest man on the planet, or the weakest person in SAG.
Yeah.
And
I mean, we know that's not true, because I'm SAG. I am the weak. I'm offended.
Do you think, though, that Tarantino said that knowing that
I'm not in good standing,
not in
so
good standing.
therefore, technically,
It's Paul
I
Dano.
can't be looked at because I don't have a card. I don't have a current SAG card.
You have an old one that will get you into no SAG bathrooms.
It's from 2020.
Yeah.
But I will say that I almost want to pay up.
Okay.
And be in good standing, so that I can be the weakest actor.
Mm-hmm.
The limpest D, as he said.
Yeah.
In all of SAG.
How would you and Paul Dano prove that to Quentin? Would there have to be some kind of feats of weakness competition between you? Like Quentin sets up a barrel and see which one of you has an even harder time lifting it, you or Paul Dano.
Feats of weakness, yes.
Feats of weakness.
I think we should do. I think Paul Dano should obviously come on the B.O. Boys.
Yes, of course.
And we do a feats of weakness.
Okay.
To just prove.
In this studio. I mean, we are YouTubers. Hey, guys.
Hey, guys.
Comment below how excited you would be to see in BOHQ Paul Dano, Clayton of the B.O. Boys, and ideally, QT himself, Quentin Tarantino, is watching these feats of weakness to see who is the weakest man in SAG. But you've got to pay your dues.
That's true. I have to. I mean, there could be an argument that I am so weak I can't even pull out my wallet to punch in numbers to pay my dues.
Right.
That's a real weakling. I can't even lift my wallet.
Right. And if Paul Dano could lift his wallet, then you've already proven
and
you are
his wallet
weaker.
is heavier than my wallet.
Yes,
let's be honest.
Let's be honest. Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say that here. I make as much money as Paul Dano.
But you do have a lot of coupons clipped that you keep in your wallet. You do still physically cut coupons every Sunday from the circuit.
Most of them are in a shoebox, but I do take the ones out and put them in my wallet for usage.
Yes.
Yeah.
So do you think, though, those comments that Quentin Tarantino made where he said Paul Dano's the weakest man in SAG.
Not true, I am.
Well, overlooked you.
Yes. Offended, Quentin.
Well, you're offended.
I'm offended, yes.
And do you think that there were enough people out there who were offended by Quentin Tarantino's comments that they skipped the whole bloody affair this weekend? Was there a QT backlash because of the Paul Dano gate?
It's hard because there's so few showings, and people did have to buy them ahead of time.
Okay.
Now, they were non-refundable.
Okay.
So
and they're non-fungible.
And they're non-fungible.
Yes.
Yeah, they're NFTs.
Yeah.
But I think that I'm going to say I don't think that affected this box office, only because you did have to buy these ahead of time. There was only 2 showings a day.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the hardcores who are in the QT corner were probably cheering him on.
Okay.
With these statements.
Okay.
That's my take.
Okay.
Now, I think if this movie, the next weekend could suffer.
Well, what is the situation with this whole bloody affair? Is this just a one-weekend stunt, or is Lionsgate keeping this out there for a while?
That's a great question. I actually do have tickets for tomorrow morning.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But I'm not sure if it extends into the next weekend. That's a great question.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Yeah, because I don't know how much juice is left in a full-on re-release of a 5-hour Kill Bill movie.
But again, not a re-release.
Not a re-release, a new movie.
It's
his
10th
movie?
No. No, because it's still his
Kill Bill movie.
He's always looked at those 2 movies as one movie. This is just the way it's supposed to be seen.
See, I think what he should do is he always counted the first 2 Kill Bills as one movie. Also count this new version of Kill Bill as a new Kill Bill movie. That's his 10th, and then he could stop, because he's never going to make another movie that is better than Once Upon a Time. So let this be the thing that gets him out of his 10 movies and then I retire clause.
Mm-hmm.
I think this should be his out, and he should announce that on another Patreon exclusive podcast episode. That actually, hey, I'm good. I'm done.
Why doesn't he do it when he comes on our show? Me and Paul Dano do the feats of weakness.
Yeah, that would be a huge scoop. For you guys to do your feats of weakness, neither of you could lift a wallet. Neither of you could push a barrel over.
What if Paul Dano just picks me up and body slams me?
Oh.
How insane. I mean, that'd be
And
great
you'd
for the
win.
show.
And
then I'd win.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be great. And then after he throws you through stuffs you in a barrel, then you're declared the winner.
What if he just whooped my ass?
Again.
Like, came in here and just whooped my ass.
Yeah.
So definitively.
Oh, the YouTube views would go through the roof. I would monetize that footage of your ass whooping so quick.
Oh, it'd be so famous.
Yeah. It would be so quick your head would spin the way Paul Dano would spin it like a
Oh,
top.
yeah.
Yeah. And then Tarantino walks into frame and he says, actually, Kill Bill Whole Bloody Affair was my 10th movie. I am retired. Leave me alone.
And then he takes a bite of a carrot and he says, "That's all, folks."
Yeah.
And
we do the effect.
Yeah.
It would be huge. It would be one of the biggest B.O. Boys on YouTube episodes of all time.
Yeah.
For sure. So that is Kill Bill Whole Bloody Affair. Nothing that we really need to say about Eternity. Hamnet going wide. Did a 3-day of 2.3 million to finish 8th. I'll give you some boots on the ground.
Oh.
Not from myself, but from my wife, parentheses Borat. She went to go see this last night by herself. I was out. I was doing my thing. She was doing her thing. Her thing was to go see Hamnet by herself at a movie theater. And said she liked it. She's in the bag for a Paul Mescal.
Okay.
Thinks he's a good actor. She saw Normal People. She's one of the people
Yeah.
who watch that show. And she did report this, though. People were in tears everywhere. People were crying. So
this was like me at Dear Evan Hansen.
yes, it would be as if there were multiple yous at that screening of Dear Evan Hansen. That instead of an entire theater,
There were other people crying at that Dear Evan Hansen showing.
I think they were getting news. They were getting texts on their phone about relatives that got into car accidents. I think your
multiple different people got texts about different car accidents.
Yes.
Or since they were all in the same theater, did they later find out that they were?
It was the same one.
It was the same one.
Yeah. No, that's the plot of a Peacock series.
That's a Colleen Hoover movie.
Yes. That two different people.
No, it's like 5 different people, and then they all switch partners.
It's like a Colleen Hoover, Stephen King crossover.
Well, the cars were possessed.
Yeah. But you were the only person at that Dear Evan Hansen screening who did not get that text. You cried just because of the power of that film. And that is what was happening at Hamnet, according to my wife, parentheses Borat.
Did she cry?
She said she teared up a little bit, but people were losing it.
Did she give a take on Jesse Buckley?
No, she did not. I had to get here, so I was in a bit of a rush. So I didn't get a full in-depth. I just mainly wanted to know about the audience reaction.
Okay.
And
we could talk about awards considerations later.
Yeah, and to be fair, my wife doesn't really get into the weeds of who are the favorites. If I told her Jesse Buckley was the favorite, she wouldn't have been aware of that already. So I do think that as we think about this for awards, this movie's not going to do jack all at the box office. But the crying thing is real. I had heard reports of that from the festival showings, but real audiences are crying real tears at Hamnet.
Okay.
And then I, maybe snarkily, I said, "Oh, were they crying because it's about Shakespeare writing Hamlet and people didn't know that he wrote Hamlet?" And then she's like, "Well, he wrote Hamlet because it was his response to the grief of losing his child." And I was like, okay, I guess that's something.
You just spoiled Hamnet. You know that, right?
Everyone knows that.
No, people didn't know that.
People know that.
They don't know that. They don't know that. They don't show that in the trailer.
All right, we'll bleep out that whole sentence.
Okay.
Then.
But
bleeped out.
Do you want to say how he dies?
Who dies?
The piano drops on him like in Final Destination Bloodlines.
See,
he gets a piano dropped on him.
That would be great. That the movie would have done bigger box office if the piano drop was in Hamnet.
No, it's for real. That's how he dies.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, now I got to see this.
But they somehow make it non-comedic.
Okay.
It was
They
hard
make it
because
tragic.
it's
That's the moment that everyone cries.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So people are crying at this movie.
Yeah.
We'll bleep out what I said earlier.
Yeah.
Because Clayton deems that a spoiler. Whatever. But does that make you think that there's any chance that this starts to get some word of mouth at the box office?
These movies don't do well in the theaters.
Well, people are crying. People are weeping.
Do people want to cry right now? There's so much to cry about. That's my thing. I think they want animatronics. I don't think they want to cry over the spoiler that you said.
Okay. Well, let's get into it then. Well, before we get into the animatronics, just really quickly, do want to touch on this because we got a message from a listener.
This better be good.
No, this better be good. It is good. It's about Wicked 2. Got a message from a listener who said, "Can we talk Wicked 2? It's about to have a massive third weekend drop. It's trailing in the dailies, trailing behind the first one in daily since opening weekend. Ugly Holes. International's cratering fast like a rock. It's missing everything from the first. Will finish below the domestic and worldwide of the first. And when you look at this third weekend of Wicked 2,
down 73.
75%. Well, according to Deadline 75, number 73, huge third weekend drop. And it is pacing, it's 54% off the original's third weekend, and the overall cume over 17 days is pacing 8% behind the original Wicked, even though Wicked 2 had a much bigger opening weekend. So, all
front
to
loaded.
say,
very
front
There's
loaded.
no what's happening here is that I think we said in the last episode we think we're very high on the fact that there was a 1-2 punch of Zootopia and this.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at the numbers, like looking at the actual facts now.
Yeah.
This was a front-loaded movie.
Yep.
That people are not going back to see.
That's the thing.
I think the difference was the first one, you had people going back multiple times. That is not the case with this.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, okay, saw it, liked it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Don't need to see it again.
Yeah.
And that is going to make this movie not as successful as the first one, but still successful.
Yes. Oh, it's a huge hit. They got to figure out a way to make a third one with these two. You still got to milk this cow dry. But the magic of the first one, where it had better songs, or it had songs that people wanted to sing over and over again, there was a freshness to it. But I think that's the drop-off. You're right. It's the repeat viewings. And there's probably some mainstreamer people who went to the first one but didn't feel like they had to see the second one.
Yeah.
But this is still a giant hit. And the thing is, with having Zootopia 2, and we'll talk about these animatronics, there's other movies that are more than making up the slack.
Mm-hmm.
That Wicked 2 doesn't have to have been Wicked 1 at the box office.
Yeah. I mean,
for
you still
the theaters.
would like it to be Wicked 1, obviously. But yeah, you don't. There are options right now.
Yeah. And
I mean, there's an anime movie that made $10.5 million.
Yeah. God, anime is just such a relight. Get an anime movie in wide release every third weekend.
And that's one of those things where we're talking about windows, right? And,
yeah.
You know, in the emergency episode, I was talking Doomsday.
Yeah.
About the windows and Netflix and HBO Max. These anime movies right now, you don't need them to be, and they aren't in theaters for very long. You need them to be in theaters for 14 days and then drop them on whatever service, Crunchyroll, whatever.
Yes.
You're gonna do.
Yes.
You know, and that's the sort of thing is that all the kids come the first weekend and then nobody else does.
Yep.
Now there's gonna be a point where anime is gonna get so big that you're gonna have a movie that's gonna have a hold because other people are going to start seeing it, not just young anime maniacs.
Right.
But there's enough maniacs right now to make these really profitable for theaters with minimal advertisement.
Yes.
Because the
There's certainly
hardcores
enough
know.
maniacs.
The hardcores know.
Yes. Yeah, it is and listen, theaters are, I think the theatrical business has to move more and more into that direction of what are stunts, and not to say anime movies as a genre are a stunt, but what are the types of product that we could get in there that don't necessarily need to rely on being exclusive for 45, 60 days. Whether it's these anime films that are really front loaded, whether it's
Taylor Swift with
her films, Taylor Swift movies, whether it's Kill Bill, doing a re-edit of something that exists and it's enough to get people to go out for 3 days. People aren't going to go see Kill Bill Whole Bloody Affair 2 weeks from now in theaters. And they're just going to have to figure out how to put more product out there, but it's product that can be front-loaded, make all its bones in 3 to 10 days, and then something else is coming out next week, mixed in with your regular big studio movies.
That have long windows.
That have longer windows.
Like an Avatar movie.
Yes, an Avatar movie, Universal movies, Disney movies, Sony movies. So Sony is kind of doesn't matter, a studio. But
Sony had Venom.
They had Venom. Yeah. They're going to have 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple in January.
Not a lot of hope for that movie.
But it's that's where theaters have to go. And like you said, there'll be anime movies that really break out and are great and 3 weeks in are still making double digits. But even if not, just get more of these in the theater so that every month there's an anime movie that opens up, does $10 to $40 million in like 10 days and sells a bunch of popcorn.
That's a big thing.
So,
and sells a bunch of merchandise. I mean, these theaters should just become like partially like anime stores.
Well,
like, why don't they have a bunch of I mean, I know they want to sell merch, and you go to AMC and you see all this merch, and some of it's just like been sitting on the shelf for months.
Right. It's like you could go this weekend and see Wicked, and there will be Smurfs merchandise.
Yes, there'll be a Smurfs blanket that you can buy.
Yes.
Or a Smurfs mug where it's, the Papa Smurf at a DJ deck.
Yes. And with the one headphone on one ear.
Yeah. And you can you can drink out of it if you want to.
Yeah. And Smurfs came out bombed in June.
Yeah. It just sell manga. Have shelves full of manga in there too.
Well, I went to a movie while I was in Japan. I don't know if I mentioned this to you. I was in Japan. I was in Tokyo. And they, in their lobby, didn't just have merchandise on the line on the way to concession stand. This is a regular movie theater chain out there, and you walk in, and there is a whole storeroom in the lobby that is just movie merchandise.
Yeah.
You walk in, and it is a 3-wall store with its own cashier that is just trading cards, figures, shirts, hats, all the different movie properties on there.
Do that, yes.
Every AMC lobby should have a store of merchandise.
Why isn't AMC selling fucking Scarface posters?
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Why isn't that the place you buy a Scarface poster?
Yes.
Right?
You should, before you...
Or a Belushi with the college.
Right. Before you move your child into their dorm at the start of freshman year, as a family, you should stop by an AMC lobby, go into the store, get them their Taxi Driver poster, their Pulp Fiction poster, whatever poster they're going to put on the wall there.
Their Stewie as Taxi Driver, right? Because you can even do that. Why not have all the Family Guy parody posters there too?
Yes.
That's where you should be able to buy those.
Yes. Get your Minions poster and where all the Minions
The Minions as Taxi Driver?
Yeah.
Have they done that? Have they done the Minions as Scarface and Taxi Driver yet?
Yeah, where they're saying, you banana at me.
Yeah. Have they done the Minion in the Belushi college sweatshirt?
They had to have done that.
You got to do it.
They should be selling it.
They should be doing that.
Yeah. So that is the theaters are going to need to adapt because whatever is going to happen with Netflix and Warner Brothers is going to happen. Whatever is going to happen, be struck as far as deals for those windows are going to happen. These should be places where you're getting people in there for that, for new kinds of product and selling them new kinds of product.
You have to be a communal space.
You have to be a communal
And
space.
in the capitalist society, communal spaces are places where you purchase things.
Yes.
That's just the facts.
Yes. Yes. And we want people to purchase their Minions as Belushi and Animal House t-shirts in a AMC lobby and not with their phone.
Yes.
That should be the promise. We're going to get you that shirt quicker than Amazon can.
Yes.
That should be the promise. So, young people. Let's talk about young people in the movie theater because that was a big thing we were talking about yesterday. That my optimistic hope for the future of movie theaters, even if there's going to be shortened windows, is that young people are going to want to go see these movies in theaters, even if they have the choice of seeing in a theater or staying home and watching on Netflix. That as long as it's wide enough release, young people will want to go to the movie theater. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is great evidence that if you give young people a real option, a real something that they're going to want to see, they're going to want to see it in a movie theater.
A franchise for them.
A franchise for them.
That they're invested in.
Yes.
Not Tron.
Not Tron.
Tron is a franchise for nobody.
Yeah.
Not Ghostbusters. Okay?
Not Ghostbusters. I mean, my God, Five Nights at Freddy should be such a rebuke of the Ghostbusters franchise, of Tron, of any of these elder millennial, Gen X, childhood franchise reboots. Give young people actual young people stuff, like Freddy Fazbear.
It should be, if there's something strange in your neighborhood, who you going to call? Freddy Fazbear.
Freddy Fazbear.
That's the new one.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear the other one.
No.
I don't want to hear about it.
Mm-mm.
All right? No more calling them. No one gives a shit.
Call Freddy Fazbear.
Yes.
Yeah.
Call Freddy's. Get a pizza pie.
I mean, again, we touched on this yesterday in the emergency episode, but one of the biggest controversies of this week has been about whether movie theaters are cratering because young people don't go to the movies. And
are you going to do demos right now?
I mean, I'll give you some demos here because I'm looking for them now. Look at this demo. Massive turnout for Freddy Fazbear for Five Nights at Freddy's Part 2. Under 25 demo. Clayton, I don't know if you knew this already, but can you take a guess? What was the under 25 demo percentage this weekend for Freddy Fazbear?
86%.
All right, a little lower, 77%.
Okay.
But that is gigantic.
That's gigantic.
That is
77% under 25.
That is gigantic. That is a full takeover of movie theaters, of the movie business. That is young people run this town. Young people are the ones who are keeping movie theaters alive.
Yes.
And young people are who movies should be made for.
Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
And I'm going to say it directly into camera because we are YouTubers. Hey, guys.
Hey, guys.
Fran Lebowitz, who's been going around saying that movies are dying because young people don't go to the movies. And then she admitted she has seen one movie in movie theaters this year. Fran Lebowitz, I know you watch the show. Young people are the ones who are saving movie theaters. Young people are the only ones who give a rat's patoot about movie theaters. You should be thanking young people for what they did this weekend.
Okay.
Fran Lebowitz should thank everyone under the age of 25 for doing what she doesn't do, which is go see movies in movie theaters.
The last movie she saw was I Know What You Did Last Summer, 2025. That's the last movie she saw.
She had to keep up with the franchise,
yes.
her favorite franchise.
What if we have the Dano again? This is what we have planned. We have me, Dano, feats of weakness.
Feats of weakness. Yeah.
QT in the corner.
Yeah.
And Dano whoops my ass. Just completely whoops my ass.
Yeah.
But then Fran Lebowitz walks in.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm on the ground. Dano, he just defeated me.
Mm-hmm.
We look and we do the thing where we're like, okay, common enemy now.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We pick up Fran Lebowitz and we put her through the table.
Okay, that's
double,
interesting.
just like put her through. She's selling it though. She knows. I mean, she knows. She's braced for it.
Okay,
she's padded up.
Okay. I mean, it would do big numbers, though. I don't know how much I don't know how much star power she brings compared to Paul Dano, because Paul Dano, movie star, or at least movie actor.
Yeah, lead in many classic movies.
So.
Best thing he ever did, though, Girl Next Door.
But I think, listen, and I'm a fan of Fran Lebowitz. The 2 books she wrote 60 years ago are great.
I have the Fran Lebowitz reader.
I also do. I mean, we are coastal elites.
On the back of the toilet tank.
Okay.
Lives on the tank.
I have it in a bookshelf. You have it in the toilet tank. Okay.
Not in the tank. It's on the back.
Yeah. You're not using it to plug something up in your toilet. Yeah, it's on the tank. But
why would I plug something up in my toilet?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what you're using this book for.
All right.
But we both have this book.
Yes.
But she's a Netflix star.
You're right. But Scorsese directed that.
Scorsese directed it, but that is what she is, a Netflix star.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, if you were to look at her resume, her most recent job title would be Netflix star.
Mm-hmm.
And she does not have a grasp on what's happening in these theaters. She's in the ivory tower, probably dining with Ted Sarandos, probably lunching with Ted Sarandos, talking about her. She's probably asking, could you give me a little tease of what's going to happen on the last episode of season 8, batch 14 of Stranger Things?
Yeah.
That's the circles that Fran Lebowitz runs in, is Netflix, not movie theaters. She doesn't know what's happening at the movie theaters, which is young people coming out for Freddy Fazbear.
Yeah.
So, this, again, direct to you, Fran Lebowitz. If you really care about movie theaters, go find a young person and say thank you. Walk these streets. I know she rides the subway every day. She's, reading a Daily News every day on the subway.
You think
Paper
she's
edition.
A Daily News person?
Yeah, okay, maybe you think she's Times. She's Times. She's reading the New York Times. Put down the Times, unfold it. You have to fold it like 11 times to be able to read anything. Put it down and thank a young person for going to see Five Nights at Freddy's Part 2. That's what she should be doing. If she truly loves movie theaters, she shouldn't be going out there and blaming these young people while saying, older people who don't go to movies, they're the ones who love it the most.
Yeah.
Thank these young people who came out. 77% were under 25.
What was the gender breakdown?
The gender breakdown, let's see.
Is it heavily male or is it?
I lost my spot there. What would you get? Do you think this is a?
I don't think it's completely heavily. I wouldn't guess that.
I don't see a gender breakdown. We do, of course. Thank you, our Hispanic and Latino moviegoers. 38%.
Of course.
38%. They came out strong. Young people, young, diverse audience for Five Nights at Freddy's. And, we haven't seen this film. We were talking about what we think the add-ons are for part 2, why people are excited. A big thing is that the animatronics go out into the real world. They're out there. And that's a great hook. That is a great hook. So yeah, this is just a huge success. Big win for Blumhouse. Jason Blum. He did what he couldn't do in Megan 2.0.
Yeah, I mean, thank God this isn't thank God Freddy did not pull a Megan.
He's now Blumhouse, Jason Blum. They had a little bit of a stumble when Megan 2.0.
It was a bit of a stumble, yeah.
Bit of a stumble. Tried to make her into an action star, not a horror movie. Thought Megan could do anything, and she can't.
Didn't make Freddy Fazbear a hero who is a action star.
Yes.
They
Yes.
didn't make this T2.
Yes, they didn't do that to The Grabber. Black Phone 2 was a big success. Freddy Fazbear, Five Nights 2, huge success. So 2 out of 3 in terms of Blumhouse maintaining and hitting with their franchises.
Mm-hmm.
They lost one franchise this year, but 2 of them are as strong as ever.
Yeah. No, this is good. And you know who else this is? And listen, we're giving Quentin Tarantino a lot of guff on this podcast, but I do think he deserves a little bit of guff here because in his spiel on that Patreon only podcast, he not only talks about Paul Dano, he talks about Matthew Lillard, as he says.
Wow.
And he says Owen Wilson, he says Matthew Lillard.
I can't believe he's going around mispronouncing a last name like that, especially the name of someone who's in a movie alongside Freddy Fazbear.
And here's the thing. $63 million opening. Last one opened at $80 million. These are giant openings.
Yeah.
These are bigger openings than Quentin Tarantino has ever had.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bigger than Quentin's ever had. Bigger than, I'm going to venture, Fran Lebowitz has never had a movie open at $63 million.
And he had a movie in direct competition with Matthew Lillard this weekend.
Yep.
And guess who came out on top in a big way?
Wow. And Matthew Lillard, as QT likes to call him, so we'll call him that. Matthew Lillard, I haven't seen him. Now, you said you saw a response that he made to Quentin Tarantino. Quentin Tarantino said what he said about him.
Well, Matthew Lillard
has
been showing up at the opening weekend screenings of his film and talking
his number one film.
His number one
record-breaking film.
Record-breaking.
Biggest weekend a week after Thanksgiving movie of all time.
Thanking the people for coming out. Wow. Talking to his fans. Answering questions. And one of the questions he got was about this podcast. And what he said was, it hurt my feelings.
Wow.
He didn't say, F this guy, screw this guy's a moron, what does he know? He said, it hurts because I'm a person.
You know what Matthew Lillard should say when he's interviewed tomorrow after opening number 1, $63 million, and Kill Bill opened all the way down at number 6? Matthew Lillard should say to Quentin Tarantino, how my ass tastes.
Oh, tell me how my ass tastes.
Tell me how my ass tastes, Quentin Tarantino. That is what Matthew Lillard should say Monday morning when he's doing the rounds, talking to all the trades, because he should be feted by all of the Hollywood press. Guy has giant movie opening number 1. Matthew Lillard should say, Quentin Tarantino, tell me how my ass tastes.
Yeah.
Just go for it, Matthew Lillard. You are number 1. You are number 1. Quentin Tarantino this weekend is number 6.
Number 6.
Number 6. Ask that man to tell you how your ass tastes.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was one. Also, I feel like he could have direct message or tweeted, if he's still on Twitter, blue skied, whatever, Quentin Tarantino, and asked him, how was your weekend?
How was your weekend?
There's different ways to go about this. Both good.
Yeah.
And I think
some more cheeky, some more direct.
Exactly.
But I mean, there is no better boast than Jim Carrey walking out onto that famous Oscars stage.
Yeah.
After Liar Liar opened, when everyone had written him off, post Cable Guy, opened to $38 million, and Jim Carrey says, "So how was your weekend?"
Yeah.
And soaked it in. Soaked it in.
Yes. The adulation. And
we'll say this directly to Matthew Lillard.
Okay.
Because we know he watches. We know Fran Lebowitz watches. Matthew Lillard, we will give you a platform here on the BO Boys. This could be your Oscars stage.
Yeah.
To come out, to walk out, look directly into this camera, into that camera, into Clayton's camera, whichever of the two cameras you prefer.
Yeah.
And say, use one camera. You look into my camera and you say, Quentin Tarantino, tell me how my ass tastes directly into camera. And then you look.
My camera.
And what does he say?
How was your weekend?
How was your week? Do them both. Do them
both.
both.
We'll cut them into vertical videos.
Yes. We will give you that platform, Matthew Lillard. You could come here. So Matthew Lillard, you have this platform to come here and to call out Quentin Tarantino. Fran Lebowitz, you have this platform to come out here and to thank young people for going to the movie theaters this weekend and to thank Freddy Fazbear.
And it might be easier for her to come in because she lives right down the block.
Yes. We probably see her on the train all the time and we don't even notice each other.
Yeah. The other thing that Matthew Lillard said in this video with him talking to his fans at a movie theater, thanking them, right, was that Quentin Tarantino wouldn't say this about a top-line actor like Tom Cruise. Well, guess what else happened this weekend?
Yeah.
Matthew Lillard beat Tom Cruise for the biggest weekend after Thanksgiving opening by a friggin' mile.
Yeah.
And it was The Last Samurai, which I believe came out in 2003, maybe.
A long time ago. And
that
it opened to
what?
26 million?
32 like maybe?
I think it was in the 20s. I got to look for that. But yeah, he beat, and when we say he, we mean Matthew Lillard. And Freddy Fazbear and the rest of the cast. Josh Hutcherson. Big weekend for Josh Hutcherson. I mean, he has this record-breaking movie.
He's got I Love L.A.
And then I Love L.A. airing later tonight. So he starts the Friday, his movie opens. Sunday night, him and Rachel Sennett have the biggest hit show on streaming, I guess. Who knows? Big weekend for Josh Hutcherson. But Matthew Lillard, and I don't think, even though he broke Tom Cruise's Last Samurai record, I don't think Matthew Lillard should look directly into camera and ask Tom Cruise to tell him.
Oh, no, because this isn't about that. No.
Tom Cruise didn't come out and say Matthew Lillard is a bad actor.
No, Matthew Lillard, Tom Cruise would, if he was informed of this information, would send Matthew Lillard a cake.
Yes.
And do it every year on the same day.
Yes.
Now, he would have, one of his Scientology helpers.
Yeah, one of his unpaid helpers.
Who signed a contract, send the cake.
Yeah.
But he would make sure, he would follow up that the cake was sent.
The cake was sent, and the cake was baked to the exact accuracy of all the cakes that Tom Cruise
Yes, the specifications of Tom Cruise's cakes that he sends to people every year.
And Tom Cruise will hear about this.
Yeah.
He'll get this information.
We're an industry podcast.
He'll know that The Last Samurai's record was broken by Five Nights at Freddy's 2 and Matthew Lillard. I think he automatically now puts Matthew Lillard on the list of people who get that cake. And I think that there is a chance.
Open to 24.
Yeah, it wasn't gigantic. I think that there's a chance he takes Quentin Tarantino off of that list. If he had been on the list.
Was he on the list for the cake?
If he was on the list, and I don't know how many people know about this, but it's Hollywood lore. Tom Cruise sends out this, is it like a coconut cake, some kind of cake that everyone says is delicious, to a list of people, list of influencers, Hollywood bigwigs, sends this cake out. If Tarantino had previously been on that list, I think Tom Cruise takes him off after he hears the Matthew Lillard comments.
Do you think he takes him off for 1 year and then lets him off the hook? I think because that sends a big message. Because then
maybe it's a 10-year ban like Will Smith at the Oscars.
Okay.
Okay. That could be it.
Yeah.
And I think Tom Cruise, I think he takes Fran Lebowitz off the cake list too. I don't think she gets that cake anymore because she said that young people are destroying the movie theaters when Tom Cruise knows for sure it's young people who are saving the movie theater.
Yeah.
And I think he hears that foolish comment that she made and he takes her off the cake list.
Okay, so here's the thing.
If she was on it before, I don't know if Fran Lebowitz had been on the Tom Cruise list.
10-year cake ban for QT, 1 year for Fran.
Okay.
Because she doesn't have that many years left. You're going to not give her a cake for 10 years.
She's going to be around a long time. God bless that woman. She's out there. She's riding the trains. She's immune to all the diseases that kill other people, but because she rides the subway every day since she was 8, she's immune to everything. She's going to be 111 still doing
She
speeches.
licks the pole every day for immunity purposes.
For immunity, yeah. I think she's going to be
the subway pole, just to be clear.
Of course.
All these perverts out there.
Yeah, and you're out there, and keep watching, keep
and
listening.
Thank you,
Thank you, perverts.
Yeah.
But, no, I think you give her the full 10-year ban because she'll be alive well after that.
Okay.
Well after that. Give her the 10-year ban.
The forever optimist you are.
Yeah. No, I think Fran Lebowitz
I have her in my death
live a
pool.
long,
That's
long
why
time.
I'm like, I still have a death pool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Artie Lang's been killing me. I've had him for 20 years, this guy.
Yeah. I think that this is a big flex from everyone involved with Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Yeah.
This, we talked about it the other day. Oh, one other big winner I will just call out is the guest on our preview episode, Danny. This movie opened to, what did we say, 62 million? I think he had it at like
63,
64, 65. He was in that range. I said 69.
It opened to 63.
Opened to 63. He pretty much nailed it. He was in that mid-60s range. I forget the exact number. And I was at 69. So I'll give him the big win there because I think he was closer.
Yeah.
But,
well, he's tapped in. I mean, there's a reason why he's our video game correspondent.
Yeah.
He is tapped into this gamer hive mind.
Yeah. Which is great. I mean, sometimes hive minds could be a problem when everyone's got a unibrain.
Mm-hmm.
But it does help when you're trying to do predictions of whether an audience is going to come out or not. Because if you got the same brain and you're tapped into that hive mind, you could say, okay, 11, 12, 13, 110. 100. You could count who's going to go because they're going already.
And what I said in the last episode, I went low. I said 45. I thought that Zootopia 2 was going to beat this movie. Now, But what I said, I gave it a caveat. My caveat was what actually ended up happening, which was the tracking for this, 35 to 45, was off and wrong because these video game players, these gamers, were smashing buttons to the very last second before they went on Fandango and pressed that buy.
Yeah. Or just went to the theater and bought a ticket in person.
Or had their Nintendo Switch playing their Nintendo Switch all the way until they walked up to that counter and mumbled 2 for Five Nights at Freddy.
Yeah.
No eye contact, whatever.
Yeah.
Or went to the kiosk and bought it at the kiosk so they didn't have to look at anybody. That is what happened here.
Yes.
There was no buying ahead of time, huge, like making a stink about it, like the MCU millennials did. They're busy gaming.
Yeah.
Gaming number one, but they came out. That's the difference.
They came out. And Fran Lebowitz should thank those gamers.
Yes.
And I know she doesn't write anymore, but if she did, if she ever wrote a third book, the dedication up top, right before the first pithy essay about city life, the thank you should be thank you gamers, thank you young people, thank you Freddy Fazbear for saving movie theaters. This book is dedicated to you.
She should say I got pwned. I got pwned.
She should say I got pwned.
Yeah.
That could be the title of Fran Lebowitz's next book.
I got pwned.
I got pwned.
Yeah.
My thank you to young people, gamers, and Freddy Fazbear.
So that's the first essay, and the rest of it is about like how the seats at the Met aren't nice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. She then it's about Upper East Side restaurant reviews. Yeah, which will be great, and they're gonna be hilarious, and we'll buy the next edition of her reader, which will then have that book in it.
Yeah.
But it should be dedicated to the gamers to the young people, to Freddy Fazbear. Yeah, the gamers came out. Danny knew these gamers were going to come out,
Mm-hmm.
and it does set us up for the next time there's one of these types of movies that are young person directed, that are just directed at the subcultures who don't want to be counted ahead of time. We can't assume the tracking is accurate.
Yeah.
Because there are groups that do not want to be tracked. And I think middle-aged people, older people, they're happy to be tracked. They're like, track me, daddy. But younger people, they're starting to rebel against the social media sites. They're starting to say, leave me alone. They don't want to be tracked.
That famous Michael Jackson song, Just Leave Me Alone.
Leave me alone.
That's their anthem.
Yeah.
If there's an anthem for these young people,
yeah,
it's Leave Me Alone.
Leave me alone. Yeah. Which bodes well for the Michael movie coming out next year.
If the first one has that song in it, which I feel like it will be in the second one. I think you save that for the second one.
Yeah. Yeah.
As they should have saved Defying Gravity for the second Wicked.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, you know what, though? I would say you had to make the first one a giant hit, or else God knows
you don't
what
have
happened to the second one. So I think Wicked played it the right way. I think splitting the movie in two was obviously the right choice for the box office, because you had two giant movies, even if the second one's going to drop off a little bit.
Well, that's the thing. That's true. I mean, when you look at this and you see how much both of these made together, that's the real number, because it should have been one movie. Like it should be one movie.
Artistically, sure, but box office wise, absolutely not.
Yeah.
And Five Nights at Freddy's 2, it did defy the Tomb Raider trap. That could have been a problem for this movie. The famous Scott Mendelsohn Tomb Raider trap, where the first one stinks but it's a hit. The second one is a better movie, but it fails at the box office because people didn't like the first one. That didn't have people like the first Five Nights at Freddy's. We could say that now.
Well, I was going to say, that's the thing, is that the reason why it's not the Tomb Raider trap is because, at least from what we know from, say, the Rotten Tomatoes, audience score.
Yeah.
There was not a low audience score.
People like the first one. The fans like the first one, and the fans came back for the second one. And even with this drop off, that first one, it's Halloween. It's a little bit more of a like weird curiosity phenomenon.
And less competition. Look at what's out right now. There's movies to be seen. Mm-hmm. This is a heavy trafficked December, and it's only going to get more. I do think this drops pretty precipitously.
Sure, but it's a horror movie.
It's a horror movie and it does that.
And again, I think that is something that needs to be built into the thinking for the future of theaters, are get more product out there, product that's aimed at young people. If they make it a huge hit in weekends 1 and 2, great. And then if it's on Netflix or whatever streamer 10, 14, 17 days later, make your money up front and get another anime movie, another horror movie, another whatever out there right away.
Well, I mean, and I've said
more product, and that's what's gonna. Theaters need more product.
We've said this since the beginning of this show,
mm-hmm.
and we said it when theaters were trying to recover from COVID.
Mm-hmm.
There needs to be a Billy Bean. There needs to be somebody who knows how to put movies in the theater in a certain time frame, for a certain length and frequency in a certain region,
mm-hmm.
so that you can maximize the amount of people and the amount of product.
Yes.
Right? These re-releases that do Bafa Bobo, go into the numbers and figure out why and who and where and what they buy. That's the other thing, and we've said this a million times, is the movies that sell the most concessions are the movies you want in your theater.
Yes. And going forward, the movies that sell the most concessions and the most T-shirts and the most dorm room posters.
Yes.
Because you should be selling those out of the lobby of your AMC.
And then hopefully with this system, those movies pay for the movies that adults want to see.
Yes.
Where they bring a plastic bag full of hard candy.
Yes.
And they don't even look at the concession stand because they're like, I'm not paying for that.
Yes.
Then that's when you can have those movies for those people in the theater.
Yes.
When they can just freeload.
And that is the one movie a year that Fran Lebowitz is going to see in the theater. Freddy Fazbear pays for that to exist.
Yeah.
So that, yes, she could walk in with her hard candies, not look at anyone, not buy any dorm room posters in the lobby.
Yeah.
See the movie, walk straight out. But that movie exists because of anime movies, of Freddy Fazbear movies, because of movies young people want to see.
Yeah.
That is just how it's going to have to be done.
But do you think she pops into the bathroom to use the Japanese toilet? I think she couldn't resist that.
No, because that's classy, and that's something that is premium, and that is something that could be fodder for one of her essays.
Yeah.
And I Got Pwned, her next book of essays.
Yeah.
She could write a great comedic essay about the Japanese toilets at an AMC.
Yeah.
Easily. I can't wait to read that. I cannot wait to read that in the next edition of her reader.
And I'm going to read that on my non-Japanese toilet in my apartment because that's where I keep her book.
And that is such a great experience to read a Fran Lebowitz essay about Japanese toilets while you're sitting on your non-Japanese toilet.
Well, it's aspirational.
Yes.
It gives you motivation to move up in life.
Yes. To get up off of that toilet and say, I got to work hard enough
to get up onto a Japanese toilet.
To get a Japanese toilet like the one I just read about in this pithy essay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's all part of the same movie community. And that's why you got to go to the theaters for that kind of communal living. So Freddy Fazbear, they're going to have to make more of these. Cannot wait. I hope Matthew Lillard gets paid handsomely to come back for the next one.
Yeah.
Unless he got killed off in this one, which I don't know because I haven't seen it.
I don't think so.
Okay. One name we haven't said in relation to this movie is the name Skeet Ulrich. Skeet Ulrich is in Five Nights at Freddy's Part 2. Do you think that mattered at all? The fact that
no, because we saw 77% of the people who saw this movie were under 25.
So they don't care at all that the original two ghost faces from Scream 1 from 1996's Scream 1? Is that when Scream came out?
1990, yeah. Oh,
95,
I think it's
96?
95.
95 and 2 is 96. Does that make sense? You don't think that these under 25ers care at all that Lillard, Ulrich reunited from Scream 1?
It's 96.
96.
Although I feel like
that makes sense. It comes out in 96 into 97.
And then the second one came out in 97.
Oh yeah, of course. Famously. So you don't think that mattered at all? Is the question.
I don't.
Okay.
I truly don't.
Okay.
Good for Skeet.
Mm-hmm.
And good for Matthew, of course, who we've covered extensively on this episode, for being in a movie that will then get young people into the Scream movies, I think.
Okay. This is a gateway.
At least the original ones.
Yeah.
Because then they'll do the research and be like, oh, these two were in this horror movie, and then they'll watch the first Scream.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's great.
And this is great because, okay, we won't get into the Scream 7 discourse right now because we're going to talk a lot about it, I'm sure, when the promotion cycle really gets going for this movie.
Yeah, in March, yeah.
I'm sure we're going to have Chelsea White, not the UK model.
No.
If we can get the UK model, we will. And we will talk to them about Scream.
I mean,
even though they don't know anything about it, I'm assuming.
But just the stunt of having both Chelsea Whites in the same studio at the same time, finally. Huge numbers.
I mean, that's like me and Dano.
Yeah, it would be our biggest episode since you versus Dano in a test of weakness.
Yeah.
Feats of weakness.
And so we will talk about it, but Matthew Lillard is in probably, we know for sure, Scream 7. We don't know the extent. We don't know how much, whatever.
Yeah.
The fact that he is in this big movie with under 25-year-olds is Scream 7's only hope. So if you are the people who are promoting this Scream movie, you need to lean into the Lillard. You need to say definitively, because don't worry about us. We're going. Don't worry about the old farts.
Yeah.
We are going.
Yeah. Nev's in it. The old
We're
farts are
going.
Yeah.
Gail's in it. We're going.
Yeah.
Okay? Get the kids to come. That's your only hope. And I know you're...
I think it's a
the
lost
only
cause
hope.
with 7. I think 7
No, you got to have Lillard. You got to have Lillard as the face of 7.
Oh, I agree.
Because the kids know him.
I agree, but I think Scream 7's in a lot of trouble in terms of young people either caring or being vehemently opposed to that movie. So Lillard is probably your best chance. Capitalize on his Freddy Fazbear connection to get them to that, but I think Scream 7's in a lot of trouble. It's in a lot of trouble.
Are they able to? Could they rewrite, reshoot?
Okay.
And the Ghostface is animatronic. Because they do have an animatronic at the beginning of the trailer. They, in the Scream 7, they go to the Airbnb that's Stu's old house, and there's a scare with an animatronic.
Yeah.
What if that is? What if that is your Ghostface is a pizza parlor animatronic?
Well, I think if that's the case, Jason Blum, you have your lawyers just
no, because
waiting.
They're not animals.
No, you
don't. He doesn't own animatronics.
I think be ready to sue, and if
we'll always be ready to sue.
Always be ready to sue, but
that goes without saying.
Jason Blum has to be ready to sue immediately if there's even a hint that they're going animatronic pizza parlor animals in Scream 7.
Well, sue who?
Sue everybody.
Sue me?
Sue everybody.
Sue me?
Sue everybody.
Why me?
Sue everybody.
Okay.
So I think that, listen, they could try that. Scream 7 feels like this is unless the rewrite they'd have to make, and again, we're going to cover Scream 7 a lot next year.
Yes.
Is back that money truck up, whatever it takes to pay Jenna Ortega and Melissa Barrera to do some kind of cameo, where even if they just pop up in the middle of the Scream movie and they just say, we got paid, it's okay, and then they walk off the movie. Just that's the only way you're getting young people to even consider that movie, I think.
Okay.
So that's the move there.
I didn't say that it was in a good position. What I said is, with the movie you have, if it is wrapped, and what you have is Matthew Lillard in it, that is who you promote.
Agreed.
In these trailers. Don't worry about spoiling things for us. We will go.
Yeah, just have him seem like he's the lead of that.
Yes, have him seem like the lead.
Yeah. And again, especially after all the good publicity he's going to get for telling Quentin Tarantino, tell me how my ass.
Yeah, ask him how his ass tastes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got an email from a wannabe oh boy, Eric, about Five Nights at Freddy's.
This also better be good, even though this is the time we do mailbag.
Yeah.
This just should be good. This needs to be good.
Or
I'll be upset that it's not good.
So it doesn't need to be, because you being upset isn't like a huge factor.
It's part of the show. So either way, it's good radio, but I just want this to be good.
You want this to be good. I think it's going to be great. So we got this from Eric. Subject, Freddy Friday at Lincoln Square. Hey guys, I went to see Kill Bill at AMC Lincoln yesterday. When I got out, the place was full of cosplayers decked out in crazy outfits all around the lobbies and hallways. There were what appeared to be a number of gamers sitting on the floor, watching anime, and waiting for their friends to show up.
Yes.
It really drove home how wrong it is that there isn't a special soda fountain catered to them with the poisonous flavors only their bodies can digest.
Yes.
Much love to Gamer Nation. P.S. I hope all wannabe boys, wannabe girls, wannabe people are staying strong through the Warner Brothers Netflix acquisition. Eric.
You know what I said? This better be great, and it was great.
It was great. Great email from Eric. Way to go.
Okay, here's the other thing.
Yeah.
I know we're talking a lot about this, but why are they not selling costumes at AMC?
Yes.
So if you show up and there's so much cosplay going on and you feel left out,
yes,
buy a full
rental
Freddy Fazbear rental.
Yeah.
No, purchase.
I think both. I do think both. I think you could have ones that you sell that are brand new, shrink wrapped, or whatever, and have some rentals for a different price. You got to give people price tiers. I think have rentals. Listen, I was in Japan. I don't know if I mentioned this. I was in Japan on vacation, fabulous vacation. And
do you know the last time I took a vacation?
When was that?
Never. I've never been on vacation.
Okay. I think that's how it should be. It's a good dynamic. I go on vacation, you work and get in the soot mines and never have a moment of enjoyment or peace. But I was on vacation, Japan. You go to these places. Now, we did not do this. We would not have done this. But there are tourists who go to rent a kimono to go walk through a certain touristy different areas, walk through temples. They rent kimonos. And it's a form of cosplay for these tourists.
Yeah.
That look is fine if you're against that. But you know what? The people who are renting those kimonos, they were making yen. They were making...
You mean the people who were renting them out?
Renting them out. The people who were renting them out. They were making $1.01 in this life. And I think that could be part of yes, you're selling the costumes and you're renting the costumes to the cosplayers.
It's a little different, but I get where you're coming from here. Where, if you get the urge that you're at this showing for a film, you walk into the lobby, you see people playing video games, watching anime, you see them dressed like an animatronic, and you want to make friends, and you want to feel like part of a community, you should have the opportunity to bop into a store, rent a full size, like furry costume, basically.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Or mascot costume. I don't know why I went furry first. But don't read too much into that. But there's
probably a lot of overlap in the communities, which is great.
But the mascot costume, you can rent it for 2 hours and be the belle of the ball.
Yes.
When you walked in looking like a total herb.
Yes.
Because you had nothing associated with this movie on your person. And then all of a sudden, you're the star.
Next year, we have a big animated sequel. We have Super Mario Galaxy. The Super Mario Brothers Galaxy movie coming out next year. That is a movie where I'm sure there's going to be a lot of kids come in dressed up like their favorite characters. There's going to be a lot of adults dressed up as their favorite characters.
Yeah, a lot of Princess Peach, a lot of Toadstool, a lot of Mario, a lot of Luigi.
And you bring your kid to the theater, and she didn't dress up. She didn't know that this was a dress-up situation. She walks in, and maybe she sees, oh, my God, there's all my friends, and they're all dressed as Princess Peach.
Or they're all dressed as,
or Yoshi, or Bowser, whoever. And then she's starting to freak out that they're going to see me not in my cosplay, and that's the end of my social life in 3rd grade.
Yeah.
But then you look over, and what is there in the AMC lobby, in the store area, next to the taxi driver posters? It is the costume rental shop.
And here's a beautiful Princess Peach dress or a
Toad costume
or a
the flower
Bowser
that spits fire out of the pipe.
Yeah,
whatever it is she wants to dress
or go as a pipe.
Go as a pipe.
You
And,
could be an inanimate object too.
Yeah.
That's fun.
As long as you or your guardian have those greenbacks,
Yeah.
have that money, that credit card, and you could pay for it. Boom, you're renting your emergency cosplay costume.
And you know what you also can use at those stores? Points. Points you accrue.
Yeah.
By going to the theater and buying other things to then buy more things.
Yeah.
With these points.
Yeah. It's a great system. Oh, that's such a great idea. I love hearing about this experience this weekend at the theater, that these gamers were on the floor watching anime. And I love what he said. Eric noted this is great reporting out of Eric. They were on the floor watching anime and waiting for their friends to show up.
Yep. Waiting on a friend. Best Rolling Stone song. Top 10 Rolling Stone song.
And that shows these gamers, maybe when they're gaming, they're at home, they're by themselves, they got a helmet on, they're getting fed intravenously, however it is they intake their nutrients.
Yeah.
By themselves. But then they go to the theater and they're waiting for their friends. Yes. Maybe friends that they've never met in real life.
These could be people they've only heard the voices of or seen the online avatars for.
Yeah.
This is great. This is why theaters need to exist and why they can be profitable.
Yeah.
Netflix.
And sure, that friend will show up in a full Five Nights at Freddy's furry costume where you still can't see them.
No.
But they will be together in the same space.
That's all that matters.
And that's all that matters. That they're together. They're both in full furry cosplay.
And they're going to buy a large popcorn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Each going to buy a large popcorn. And a candy of their choosing.
We do, and I love Eric doesn't know. This is something we do have to get back to. We talked about this a lot, Minecraft season, when that movie was coming out.
Divvying up the millions.
Well, we do need to divvy up millions, sure. We need to divvy up the bodies of these gamers.
Oh, dissect
the gamers so that we know their biochemistry and therefore what types of syrups, flavors need to be in the sodas at these soda machines.
Well, this is why we've been totally not talking about this and bypassing this as an option. One BO VP of interns, Christopher, is in medical school.
Okay.
He has access to cadavers.
Oh, wow.
Why have we not had him procure us a gamer cadaver?
Yes.
Because his doctorate will be completely for naught if we are not able to get in there wrist deep on a gamer's cadaver.
Oh, I mean, I think with some of these gamers, it's elbow, shoulder deep.
Yeah, shoulder deep into a gamer. Yeah. That is one of the main reasons why he should even be in medical school.
Yes. Yeah, he needs to do that. Well, I mean, here we go. It's not locked down for sure, but there is a chance that Christopher is going to be on the next episode of the BO Boys.
Okay. Is he dragging a gamer cadaver in from wherever he's at school?
I think...
Did he buy 2 bus tickets? One for him, one for his friend who's sleeping and just always looks pale and blue?
And you just put your shades on there. I mean, like
you put him in a Fazbear costume. You're going to New York to see a movie.
Yeah.
Just put this cadaver in a full Fazbear costume.
Fazbear costume, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I keep forgetting the word mascot and keep thinking furry, and I don't want to say furry because they're not all furries.
They're not all furries, but all furries are Freddy Fazbear fans.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah.
But not all
Freddy Fazbear fans are furries.
Yes,
that's
true.
The dynamic. So I don't think we let him in to BOHQ unless he's got a gamer cadaver that he's stuffed inside of a Freddy Fazbear costume that he just rode the Greyhound bus with for 4 hours.
And you can't just kill a gamer. It has to have already been dead.
Already been dead.
We're not We're definitely not asking for this.
Christopher, we're only asking you to bring in the corpse of an already dead gamer that you had nothing to do with the death. This is a cadaver that had been wheeled into your med school lab.
And you could tell from the thumbs. You could tell from the calluses on the thumbs.
Yes. Yeah.
That this was a gamer.
This was a gamer. Yeah.
And the grip, the way the fingers have post-mortem just tightened around an invisible phantom controller.
Yeah. And that there's a little bit of like a concave section of their head from where the gaming helmet has rested for days at a time. So it's a little pushed in like right around here from the gaming helmet.
The discolored tongue from all the Cheetos and the Mountain Dew red alerts or whatever they're called.
Yeah. There's a shade that the tongue only gets from that combination of Cheetos and Mountain Dew.
Permanently dyed, and it's permanently dyed.
Yeah. So that's how you know you've got a gamer cadaver on your hands. And also, Christopher, you got to keep it cold on that bus ride.
Yes.
It's the cadaver, and it's a lot of ice inside of that
the costume.
It's a lot of ice. No matter how much ice you put in, put in a little more. Put in a little more than you think you need.
Yeah.
Because ice melts on a Greyhound bus. So
don't I know it?
Yeah. So you got to put more ice than you think you need in that furry costume with the cadaver. So that'll be the next episode. Now you mentioned divvying up the millions. We did get an email from the great AJ.
AJ, formerly known as Austin.
Formerly Austin, but of course we have OG Austin, who gets to remain Austin. But we have AJ, who we love, of course, came out to the Boston show. Great listener.
How about them Stillers?
There you go. So his subject is Wicked for Millions. Dear B.O. Boys, I write this. I listened to your Zootopia Wicked Breakdown episode. Great stuff. When is it time to divvy up the millions for Wicked? I know Clayton stubbornly refuses to see these movies. That's the Pittsburgh in him, I would guess. But we can't deny that they've been one of the things that we've been most thankful for at the box office the last two falls. Is it time to bring back this classic B.O. Boys segment? If not now, when? If not the Wicked Witch, who? So all love, AJ, formerly known as Austin. We have not divvied up the millions in a while.
I'm trying to think of the last one we did. Was it Sinners or something?
It might have been Sinners. So it's been a while. That is one of our signature segments. I mean, we like to keep it special.
Yes.
That's the thing, is we don't want this to turn into the cheerleaders on SNL, where you do it every week.
Or Stewart on Mad TV.
Right. This is not Stewart.
Yeah.
Divvying up the millions is not Stewart. And I think we've made that clear, that we're not going to run this bit into the ground.
No.
It is cherished IP, divvying up the millions, that we got to keep special. But that said, is you don't want people to forget about it, which they won't. It's divvying up the millions. Obviously, they're clamoring for it, but you got to give them what they want.
But like most IPs, like you do have to make a Hellraiser movie so it doesn't fall into the public domain.
Well, that's the thing. We don't want divvying up the millions to go in the public domain and then Blank Check is doing it.
Yeah.
We lose the rights to it. So we do have to do it to keep the rights. Like, they have to pump out a Spider-Man movie every 3 years or else Disney gets it.
Yeah.
So that said, is Wicked the movie? It's the big drop. We know that it's not going to make what the first one did.
I mean, do we divvy the millions for both of the movies together?
Franchise.
I think we divvy the franchise, and I think we wait a couple weeks for
December.
I think it's when Avatar comes and sweeps everything off.
So in December, we will do.
We're in December.
Well, before December's over, I'm saying this month.
Yeah.
This year.
Yeah.
We will divvy the millions for Wicked.
As a franchise.
And I'm going to throw this out here. This is never been done. We want to keep divvy the millions a huge IP. Do we want to take it to the next level?
We got to get bigger.
I'm proposing Divvy the Millions is a special episode of the BO Boys, because we're looking for content for episodes that we could maybe bank a little ahead of time and then drop as a Christmas present.
That's what you're looking for because you take vacations and I
take vacations. I like to be with family and loved ones on Christmas Day.
You would.
Divvy the Millions could be that episode. Obviously, we've got the mailbag, so email us, theboboyspodcast@gmail.com. We want mailbag questions that we're going to answer in a special episode. I think Wicked Divvy Up the Millions, it's time for it to get the showcase it deserves. It is time for that to be a special episode of the BO Boys. And divvying up an entire two movie franchise, man, that's how you take things to a new level.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Thank you, AJ, for inspiring, I think, one of the great ideas we've ever had.
Yeah, and giving Pat another reason to slack off.
Yes. Thank you for that, AJ. See, I give thanks to the ones who deserve it, unlike Fran Lebowitz, who has yet to, as far as I know, I haven't checked since we started recording, but she has still yet to thank the gamers, the young people, Freddy Fazbear, for what they did for movie theaters.
Well, she'll listen to this on her subway, on her commute to wherever she goes to keep herself busy on a Monday. She'll listen to this.
Right. Probably the park.
Probably park, yeah.
Yeah. And then she'll look at the park and she'll
yeah.
Not what it used to be.
No.
And then she'll go back on the subway. But she will have done her chore for the day, which is take the subway to the park, say,
Yep.
Get back on the subway.
Go home, bed by 3 p.m.
Yes, of course.
Up at 5 a.m., in bed by 3 p.m.
Yeah.
The only way to do it.
Listen, she's doing it right.
Yeah.
The one mistake she's making is not thanking young people and gamers for saving movie theaters. But I do thank those who deserve it. So thank you, AJ, for inspiring the next level of our signature segment, Divvying Up the Millions. So email us, theboboyspodcast@gmail.com. We want more emails that could be on that special mailbag episode. So it doesn't have to be direct, this happened this weekend. Just, again, questions that you want about the box office, movie industry in general.
Past box office weekends.
Yes. Yes, you could ask us historical questions. And you could ask questions about Clayton's personal life that I will answer. So for the first time ever, you could dig deep on the BO Boys, specifically anything you want to know about Clayton, and I will spin it into a narrative that suits me and the show. Yeah?
I
Sounds
love
great.
how you just admit it, and then you do it.
That's the trick. That's the trick of getting away with that kind of stuff.
He's just admitting to it before doing it.
Yeah, because then it's not bad anymore.
No.
Because I said, this is what I'm going to do. And they go, all right, I guess that's what he's going to do. He's just going to spin a narrative about Clayton based on the questions we ask.
Yeah.
And then I get to do it.
And then I can't claim to be shocked.
No, because we're talking about it right now.
Yeah.
We're talking about it weeks before it's going to happen. Yeah. So email us, theboboyspodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on social media at the BO Boys Pod on Instagram, TikTok, Wannabe VP of Interns. He's killing it with the vertical videos.
But he's not killing gamers.
He's not. Do not kill gamers.
He's only transporting dead gamers' bodies across state lines, which is not a law because gamers are they haven't been written into the laws yet.
No.
They will at some point.
But not
Once
yet.
they become the dominant IP, then gamers' rights will take off.
Yes, but we're not there yet, so Christopher could still shove gamer cadavers into a Freddy Fazbear furry, fill it with ice, get on a Greyhound, come to the studio.
Yeah.
So thank you, Christopher, for that. Subscribe to the Substack. New Substack article went up this weekend.
Huge one. Must read.
Must read. This is a how to talk to your Netflix supporting family over Thanksgiving.
This is going to save families. This will save family units.
Yes.
For sure.
So if you have not been visiting the BO Boys Substack, this is the must read. Just went up this weekend. Deals with the Netflix Warner Brothers acquisition. 10-point guide to dealing with family members who support Netflix
Mhm.
over the holidays.
How to talk to them.
How to talk to them, how to deal with them, and also how to take care of yourself.
Yep.
We have tips for self-care when it comes to dealing with family members who support Netflix.
You got to put your oxygen mask on first.
Yes.
That's, I guess, a fact.
It is a fact. Yeah, it's a plain fact.
Yeah.
And yeah, so read that article, subscribe to the Substack, must read, important read. I would say important read. And yeah, so I mean,
I printed it out and put it right on top of the Fran Lebowitz reader on my toilet tank.
Yeah, so we've definitely written more recently than Fran Lebowitz.
Yeah.
Because our new Substack post came out just a day or two ago, and her last book was in the Carter administration.
I
Maybe
wasn't
got
alive. I
into
don't
Reagan,
think either of us were alive.
Yeah. But great books, great reader on my bookcase. On
my toilet
tank. But I would love to see her. Listen, I'm putting the offer out there. If she wants to try and flex that muscle again, she could write an article on the B.O. Boy Substack.
Whoa. Okay.
I'm putting that offer. Great writer. I am a huge fan of her writing.
Yes.
And it would be an honor to have her write an essay.
That's a collab. That's what we call a collab.
That's a collab.
The B.O. Boys X
Fran Lebowitz on the Substack.
On the Substack.
Yeah. So the offer is out there. I love how many ways now we have opportunities to interact with Fran Lebowitz, because she had a bit of a stumble with the whole saying that young people don't go to the movies. And all that said, we get over that. She makes her apology, and she becomes a writer on the B.O. Boy Substack.
Yeah. And maybe she becomes so prolific.
Yeah, that could be her next. That could be many of her essays for I Got Pwned could come from what she writes on the B.O. Boy Substack.
Yeah, try them out. Try them out with our audience.
Yeah.
They'll be the ones to tell you.
Yes.
If you got something or
not. They are discerning, not just of cinema, but they are literati. Our audience. So subscribe to the Substack. 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are YouTubers. Hey guys. So subscribe there. Comment below. If you are a YouTube viewer and you don't want to write an email, you could put something in the comments for the mailbag episode. We'll collect them from there as well.
You could also, I would say, email us a voice note if you want to. We don't necessarily, we might not play it on the air. But we will listen to it and respond to it.
Yes. So definitely you could email us a voice note and let us know if you want us to play it. We could play it. That's great. That's great radio.
That way you don't have to type.
Yes. So
you don't have to put down the joystick.
So many ways to get involved in our mailbag episode. Comment on the YouTube. Email us just a written word, or email us a voice memo file. That's great. So, yeah. The B.O. Boys Podcast at gmail.com. And I got nothing left, Clayton. That is it.
Pat, you've said it all.
Great.
You've denied even more. 834.
Not a rallying cry. Absolutely not a rallying cry.
And there's nothing left to be said.
Okay.
Except for, until next time,
we'll smell you at the box office.
Nailed it. Hey, guys.